Hello, folks. This story was sent to me by a subscriber and is intended for educational purposes only. Thank you for watching. 5-Mayo DMT, 50 mg. The day I became a cosmic burrito. It was a rainy Thursday when I decided to try 5-Mayo DMT for the first time. I'd read about its reputation as the God molecule and how it could utterly obliterate your sense of self. Naturally, I thought, sounds like a party. I measured out roughly 50 milligrams, a modest but potent dose, and sat down on my couch in a dimly lit room, hoping for enlightenment, or at least a good story to tell. Almost immediately after inhaling the vapor, the world around me began to ripple and twist, like a Salvador Dali painting come to life. The couch I was sitting on morphed into a giant, cozy burrito. Yes, a burrito. I could feel the soft warmth of a tortilla wrapping around me, snug and oddly comforting. My limbs folded in, as if I were being wrapped up like some sort of cosmic snack. I laughed, a deep belly laugh, as the realization dawned. Colors exploded into neon salsa drips and guacamole swirls, swirling around me like the ingredients of a psychedelic feast. The walls dissolved into a taco shop from another dimension, staffed by sentient jalapenos who winked at me knowingly. "Welcome to the Cosmic Cantina," they seemed to say. "Enjoy your trip, wrapped and spiced to perfection." Suddenly, I found myself floating inside the tortilla, peering out at the universe from within this warm, edible cocoon. Time stretched and folded like a badly rolled taco shell, moments blending into one another in a kaleidoscope of flavors and sensation. I was both the eater and the eaten, the spice and the rice, the salsa and the sour cream. The burrito self began to vibrate and pulse with an energy that felt both ancient and playful. It whispered secrets to me in a language made of taco jingles and mariachi music. I swear, somewhere deep in that vibrational soup, I understood the recipe to the meaning of life. But it slipped away as quickly as it came, lost behind a mysterious bead. Out of nowhere, a giant avocado floated by, wearing a tiny sombrero and a monocle. It offered me a lime wedge, which I accepted with a nod. As I squeezed the lime, sharp, zesty waves washed over me, refreshing and tangy. The experience was strangely spiritual, a fiesta for the soul wrapped in tortilla bliss. Then, the cosmic cantina transformed again. This time, I was no longer just a burrito, but also the entire buffet. Tacos, nachos, churros, all swirling around me in a wild, edible dance party. I was every ingredient and every diner all at once. The jalapenos started to perform a synchronized salsa, and I clapped along, feeling an overwhelming sense of unity with all things delicious and divine. As the trip intensified, the burrito began to unravel, and I felt myself slowly peeling back into human form. But before I fully returned, the sentient jalapenos lined up for a farewell parade, throwing tiny tortilla chips like confetti. "Hasta la vista, amigo," they chimed in unison as I blinked back to my living room, still smelling faintly of cumin and cilantro. When I opened my eyes, the burrito was just a couch again, The walls were solid, and the rain tapped gently against the window. But I was forever changed. Somehow, I felt more connected to food, to life, and to the absurd cosmic joke that wraps us all up, just like a spicy, satisfying burrito. And yes, I still get hungry whenever I think about that trip.